How's it going, YouTube? Got FourthStarTCG here, and today I have another collection showcase video for you. Today I am showing off my Gold Star Pokemon collection. This has taken quite a while to build, and I don't have everything, but I am very, very happy and satisfied with what I do have. So before I get into it, just want to remind you that this video is brought to you by me, my eBay store. FourthStarTCG is full of tons of awesome Pokemon cards, over 200 listings from everything from the old E-series all the way up through the most modern cards. For any budget, we've got cards that are $10, we've got cards that are several thousand. So please take a look at my eBay store. If you see anything you like, you can buy it on eBay or shoot me a message on Instagram. All right, let's start off with the kind of more common English Gold Stars that we usually always see every now and then. We've got Greninja Gold Star from the Celebrations Elite Trainer box. Unfortunately, all of these were the ones that I had in my collection did not grade 10s, which was a little disappointing. I sent off the best ones that I had, and they were all 9s and below, which was a little sad. But it's still an amazing card. That's just fantastic. I love the way that they went back to the old card format and style for Celebrations to print new cards and also reprint some of the greatest cards from the bygone eras of the TCG. Perfect example, Umbreon Gold Star, Celebrations Classic Collection. I pulled this card myself and graded it a 10. So I was very, very happy to do that. Just, even if it's the Celebration version, pulling an Umbreon Gold Star is amazing. It's fantastic. So now that those are out of the way, let's get into the big cards, the old Gold Stars. We'll start it off with Rocket Gang Strikes Back and Trico. The Hoenn starter Gold Stars were the first ones that we got. And they are fantastic. As recent prices have been showing, these cards are quite expensive, especially in English. But this Trico, fantastic. Love the shiny Trico. And Masakazu Fukuda really just does such an amazing job with each and every one of these Gold Stars. They all look different, they all feel different, but cohesive in some way. It is amazing. So there we go. There is Trico. This one got a PSA 9, so I'm very happy with that. These Gold Stars are varying in grade, as you'll see. So that's the only one I have from Rocket Gang Strikes Back, but I do have a couple from Clash of the Blue Sky. Rayquaza Gold Star. Check that out. This is a PSA 3, but I bought this card for $20 way back in the day. This is pretty insane. I had this card for a long time. I eventually graded it, so you can see the old cert number here. This was graded a long time ago. I graded this myself. It's worn on the back. It's discolored. There's a crease that runs through pretty much the entire back of the card. So this is not the greatest condition card. But what I love about it is you wouldn't know that from looking at the front. If you don't see the grade and you look at this card, that looks clean. You could be forgiven for thinking that's a 8, a 9, or a 10, just looking at the front. So I love that. This is an amazing card. Very, very happy to have it as part of my collection. And just goes to show you can get some real awesome looking cards even in these lower grades. Usually when I tell people about this card, I say it's the greatest $20 I ever spent, and I don't think that's ever going to be beat. Next up, I have Latias Gold Star First Edition, Clash of the Blue Sky, PSA 8 on this one. Back in the day, there was a huge price difference between First Edition and unlimited Clash of the Blue Sky Gold Stars. Things have kind of changed since then. More First Edition have been graded. The discrepancy has kind of become less apparent in the market. But back in the day, you could get the unlimited Gold Stars for ridiculously cheap. You were paying, it was like $100 to $200 for a PSA 10 first or unlimited Rayquaza, and they were everywhere. But the first edition ones, those were really hard to find, and you would be paying like thousands for the first edition 10. So yeah, that discrepancy has abated quite a bit. But back in the day when I was grading these cards, getting a first edition Gold Star was really hard. So I was super happy to get this in a PSA 8. It's got a little bit of wear on the back, mainly concentrated in this kind of edge and corner area here, and a little bit right there. But still, this is a beautiful card. I am super happy to have this. I do have another Latias. This is the unlimited version. This is in a 9. This is really clean. The reason it's a 9 is mainly the centering top to bottom is off. But yeah, this pretty fantastic. This was in my first ever PSA submission, this Latias Gold Star. So I think I bought it for about $40 way back in 2014 or something. And it is amazing. I love it. And this card is probably going to stay in my collection forever. Moving on to Hoenn Research Tower. And our first PSA 10 Gold Star. We've got Groudon. I'm a huge Gen 3 fan, so I love the Gen 3 Gold Stars. Groudon is amazing. First edition. Such a cool artwork right there. Yeah, you can see like the foil that extends out from the box just like the Groudon. It's incredible. And we also have the Kyogre in a 10 as well from Hoenn Research Tower. Picked these up in, I think, 2021 raw, and I graded them both 10s, which was amazing. So Kyogre, this one is unlimited from Hoenn Research Tower, but nevertheless, a super, super cool card. Kyogre was one of the first Gold Stars I bought in English. I eventually sold it. Pretty sad that I sold all the old English Gold Stars that I bought. Outside of those, I don't have any of the old English Gold Stars in my collection. I did have one, but it was a 6 Flareon that I actually recently sold because I think the prices are just ridiculous now. I think that 6 Flareon sold for somewhere in the neighborhood of $800 or something. So I feel like I can use that money better. Moving on to Hoenn Phantoms. Here's another big one and another 10. We have Gyarados, the Delta Species Gold Star. All the Delta Species Gold Stars are so cool. Unlimited edition here, but this is just fantastic. Look at that. The way Gyarados matches with the fire typing of the card, it's beautiful. This might be, I don't know, it's very difficult to say. I think because it's a 10, it's probably like the coolest Gold Star in my collection. But it's really hard to go up against the Rayquaza for the best. I don't know. This one's like 1A, I think. So really, really happy with that one. Next up from Miracle Crystal, we have Alakazam Gold Star PSA 8 on this copy. So that is super cool. Love that. After Alakazam, we have Suicune. This Suicune is such an amazing artwork. Definitely my favorite out of the 3 Gold Star dogs. Just look at that. The way Suicune jumps out at you. The artwork is so kinetic, so just like combined with the background and these sort of acceleration lines in the background. Breaking out of the box, sort of Suicune jumping in motion there. It is an amazing artwork. And there's no stolen horde of these Gold Star dogs in Japanese, so when you buy one, you know you're getting a legit card, not one that was stolen off the factory floor and peddled by very questionable people. So love this Suicune, and yeah, definitely my favorite out of the three from Golden Sky and Silvery Ocean. So very happy to get it. PSA 7 for this copy. There's some wear along the top edge. It's a little difficult to see because I've got this card in a PSA sleeve. So, but there is some wear on this card. But still, really, really nice. PSA 7 is an amazing grade on these cards. As you can see throughout these gold stars, I collect these cards in really any grade, ideally near mint or better. But the reason I do that is just because they're so expensive and so fantastic that you really have to be able to be flexible on your goals with these cards. Next up, here's a big boy. Charizard Gold Star from Dragon Frontiers. Probably second to the Rayquaza in most expensive, just in general, not necessarily in my collection. The Rayquaza being a 3 in my collection, the Charizard being an 8 is probably more expensive. This is first edition as well, which is amazing. And yeah, Delta Species Charizard. In my opinion, this is one of the greatest and most iconic card artworks, especially someone who grew up in the EX era. Gold Star Charizard is just, you know, it was the card you always wanted. You always wanted to open that Dragon Frontiers pack because it had the Gold Star Charizard in the set. You could get it. You know, you push the cards aside to see if you can see the wing or the flames in the edge of the card. Yeah, back in the day, this was the biggest card that you could pull. So very, very happy to get this one in a PSA 8. This card has an amazing story. When I went to my first World Championships in Boston in 2015, I actually traded for this card. I traded for it with someone else at Worlds, so that was a crazy Worlds pickup back in the day. Yeah, I was just blown away to see this card. I asked the person what they wanted to trade for it. They picked out some cards, and I told them, pick out more, like trade more. I want to trade you more because this card was so fantastic. And I knew they were kind of undervaluing it a little bit. So they picked out more cards. We did a big trade, and I was very happy to acquire this Charizard. PSA 8 is an amazing grade for this card. Just so happy to have it. And last but not least, from Dragon Frontiers, we got the Mew Gold Star. What a fantastic card. Another amazing Delta Species Gold Star. All of the Delta Species Gold Stars are so nice. And yeah, I love this card. This was one of the first big Gold Star purchases that I made. I bought this card raw, probably for something like $60 or something way back in the day. But that, you know, that was a lot of money back in 2014, 2015. That was a lot of money to spend on a card. The biggest cards in the hobby, you know, English Gold Star Charizard in mint condition was $100. You know, maybe $115. So spending $60 on a Japanese Gold Star was a lot. So this card, it's so nice. It's super clean on the back. When I sent this in for grading, I was actually hoping for a 10. It did not get a 10, but you know, it's still a super clean card, and I am such a fan of it. So there we go. That is my Gold Star collection. Not sure exactly how many there are, but a good number, I would say. There's still a ways to go. I will pick these up if I see an opportunity to pick up ones that I don't have, but they're really expensive right now, so the Gold Star collecting probably on hold for a little bit. So thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and stick around for more videos.